It is January 17th. It's a Monday morning. I don't know if you're working, if you're not working, but the ritual starts right now. Welcome to the Nudelberg Daily Huddle. Good morning, fellas.
We're here. It's a holiday, but it's a Monday, so we're going to get it started. We're going to get it rolling. Got a great week ahead.
I figure that no matter what you're doing, you want to be productive. The NDH is a good way to kick off your day. Fun weekend for you?
Great weekend, low-key weekend. Just kind of did a few things around the house, watched a ton of great football, got caught up, got to talk to some people, and all good.
I did the same. Shay, how about you? Baby time.
Saturday is daddy daycare, so while the wife is working.
Yeah, we received our stroller and our car seat. So put the stroller together, wheeled it around the house, and you got to test drive it. So there's no doubt we got kings of strollers. So
you are putting it together, man. Very nice.
Oh yeah. It's all about preparation. It's all about
we were ready. We were ready. Like, she was due in October. We were ready in like June.
Oh, I feel you on that one. So. I feel you.
So I don't think there were any major surprises in football. Maybe Dallas. Maybe you want to unpack that last call for me, because I'm still like going, what?
So and from a coach's mindset, there's thousands of other football coaches out there that are looking at it going, you can call that play. It's not that you can't call it. There's just a lot of detail that goes into executing that in order to be able to make it work that didn't happen, right? Like Dak doesn't get down soon enough. Dak doesn't hand the ball to the official. Like there are so many things, little tiny details that would have made the play more successful that they don't execute on. And I think that's the Cowboys in a nutshell. Is there were a lot of those decisions that he made during the season that didn't get really brought into the spotlight because it wasn't a big deal, because it was during the regular season and they were kind of getting away with it. In these kind of games at the end of the season in the playoffs, you can't make those kinds of decisions, and that's what happens. You lose the game.
Also, the amount of penalties was startling
on both teams. It's unbelievable. Sloppy, lack of discipline to play with the right kind of technique and do the right things at the right time. But it's a new era, guys. I mean, you had Nick Saban lose the national championship. You had Bill Belichick get eliminated from the playoffs in the first round.
Whoa. He didn't just get eliminated. He got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, a perfect game. And when we talk about perfect games in football, Josh Allen scored a touchdown on every single one of the drives in the game. That's demoralizing. So it's a new era. It's a new era that we're sitting in.
It's a new era. Good stuff. We still got one more game tonight, which is a doozy. You got two good football teams, two good quarterbacks, all good stuff. We have a packed show today. We're going to celebrate some birthdays. It's Martin Luther King Day, so we're going to get into some of that content. But we have a very special guest, my friend Carlos Suarez, founder of Venice Magazine and founder of a brand new event. It's kicking off this week, Sea Glass. So stay tuned. Shay, wake us up.
Wake up, everybody! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Wake up! Come on! Wake up, everybody! Teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen what you have to say. Wake up, everybody! No more sleeping in bed. No more back to thinking, top of thinking ahead. Come on now.
Morning. So I said we're going to celebrate some birthdays, celebrate some big occasions. So thank you, Greg, for shouting that big news. We're adding a girl to the family. It's a girl, Dad. Way to go, Garber. Nice work.
Congrats, Scotty. I know that you had your gender reveal yesterday, and it's a girl. So congratulations. Excited for you.
Good for you. We need more girls in the family. So nice job. Because from this side, it's all boys. So shout out, big happy birthday 40 to my man Chris White. Posting some pictures all weekend about
great
soccer.
post this weekend, Chris.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely love the message, love the pictures. Did a great job of recapping some time milestones in your life. It was a great post. Loved it.
And that is good stuff. It would have been January 17th, would have been Betty White's birthday. So she died New Year's Eve. Is there anybody on the planet that doesn't like Betty White?
Coolest lady on the planet, or
Coolest
was
lady on the planet. She had a stroke at Christmas. A couple of days later, the brain sizzled up and away she went. But there was all kinds of celebrations and all kinds of stuff that were planned for today that are actually going to happen. There's a movie, Betty White, A Celebration, that will open today and today only in 1,500 theaters. What a cool tribute. But she was a lady of purpose. She was a lady of many decades in reinventing and, no fear, no whatever. So I pulled this video that talks about something that we can all do today in her memory.
I've been an animal lover all of my life.
It's awesome.
Pretty cool stuff. She was a major fan, proponent of animal rights, and I know that rings your bell. So the Betty White challenge today is donate in her name, which is pretty cool. The trending hashtag is hashtag Betty White Challenge, and the challenge again is to simply donate to any local or national animal shelter, rescue, or agency, and it's done today. So pretty cool stuff in her memory.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I think there's going to be a Golden Girls marathon that runs for the next 24 hours, which is pretty cool. And just an astounding woman who, like you said, she transcended so many different generations and continued to stay relevant. Like her relationship with Ryan Reynolds, somebody who was half her age, not even, and the way they were able to create something that people really got enjoyment and laughter out of is so cool to see. So awesome to celebrate her as we obviously celebrate MLK today.
I agree. Then we'll flip to another birthday. Actually, January 15th would have been Martin Luther King's birthday. What can you say? I mean, we celebrated on the third Monday of January. He was all about racial equality. There's so much that stands out. I know, Mark, you posted something, but here's a real interesting fact. In his last public speech, he foreshadowed, he said the night before he was assassinated, here's what he quoted: "Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned about that now. I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land."
Yeah. He, I mean, one of the things that I admire about him so much was his mentality on control the controllables. And like, that's really why I chose the quote I did this morning that I posted about, because he was always about, it doesn't really matter. You can get angry, but what you do with that anger is what matters. It's not about how you feel. It's not about how we've been wronged. It's about how we respond to it. It's about what we do with it. And that, to me, is a lesson of all of the things that he had talked about. It is one of my favorites, because he always chose to, teach. He always chose the intellectual, the emotional, the compassionate. That was always his answer to whatever it was. And obviously you see the way he impacted the world and lives, and just incredible stories.
So the last thing I want to talk about him, because you could talk the whole show about him, and I really am excited to bring on Carlos, is that the way in which he spoke, the passion, the drive. So when we talk about theater of the mind, it's not only what you say, it's how you say it. And if you want to be a public speaker, there's an amazing human being in Martin Luther King who you can take clues from. He was a fascinating human being, went into college at 15. He skipped 9th grade, went right to Morehead College. Just some amazing facts about him, but all good stuff. Any other comments?
No, excited to happy to celebrate him today. Love the model that he sets. And, I've had some trips to DC where I've always enjoyed visiting his statues. And as a history fan, he's one of the great people to study.
And, it's just unbelievable that all these years later, I'm not sure if we're better or worse, which is just crazy. So I'll leave you with that. With that, though, super excited to bring on and welcome my friend, Carlos Suarez. Welcome to the Daily Huddle. I guess I got to bring him on, right?
You got to actually bring him in.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, Carlos.
So I would like, Shay, make him big screen. There you go. Carlos, welcome to the show. You are all of the things that when we talk about entrepreneurs, you're creative, you're innovative, you've got balls of steel, you're putting on this event, you're making Fort Lauderdale the place to be this weekend. So tell us who you are. Tell us about Venice, which actually does so much about food and wine and comes all together at Seaglass. So the mic is yours, my friend.
All right, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I've lived in Fort Lauderdale since '81. I went to art school here. So I've kind of seen this town grow, and I've fallen very much in love with Fort Lauderdale. And, met my wife here. Both my kids were born at Broward General. I love it here. And hence the reason that I launched Venice Magazine was to tell the story of Fort Lauderdale, because it's filled with incredible stories. And, I'm from Cuba. I'm a storyteller. I love telling a good story. So, and there's some amazing people that make this city great. And so Venice was born about 8 years ago, and we're very proud of it. We're proud of the reach it has and how it's telling Fort Lauderdale's story in a really cool way with great writing, great editing, great photography. And it's a gift to be able to tell Fort Lauderdale's story in that format.
Now, your belief is that Fort Lauderdale is the Venice of the United States or the Venice of Florida?
Yeah, well, that's where I got, it's Fort Lauderdale's known as the Venice of the Americas because of all the waterways. It's got the largest boat show in the world, yachting capital of the world. So hence the word Venice. I thought it was a sexy name, and it worked. It worked. It was the right decision. I didn't want to pigeonhole it into a street or an area. I thought Venice was great, so it worked out.
And I agree. The magazine is so visually pleasing in a time when people say they're moving away from print. Yours is a meaty publication that just you can almost feel the food and the dance and the culture coming through it, which is amazing. Which I guess leads you to there's this big event down south in Miami where they celebrate wine and food. And to your credit, I go, why aren't we doing that here? So tell us about Seaglass.
Yeah, there's no need to go south or north. Just head east. Come to Fort Lauderdale Beach. And hence the idea of launching a rosé festival a few years ago. because we kind of put the team together and we thought, you know what, why not? Why can't we do something like that here on Fort Lauderdale Beach? And our first event was on February 8th and 9th of 2020. And it was a huge success. And, you know, we put a great team together and we celebrate Fort Lauderdale on the beach. And, you know, there should be more events on Fort Lauderdale Beach. It's a great, great location. And, you know, my office, I'm very lucky because my office is on the beach. So when I drive to work, I look and I go, wow, you know, one lucky guy.
Without a doubt. So give us some more detail, if you can, on how people, you know, what are the events? I know you shared with me Sunday, like one of your favorite cover groups is playing. So give us a little bit more detail and tell the audience how they could buy tickets, because I think it's going to be a monster good time.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with you. It's
I would hope so. You created it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It's a 3-day event. We start Friday night from 6 to 10, and then we have a Saturday day event, 11 to 3. Saturday night, it's a private event for mosque construction. And then Sunday, we're noon to 4. On Friday night, we have the Collectives playing. It's a group out of Miami, and on Saturday day. And then on Sunday, we have Yacht Rock Review playing. We've got Steve Martorano cooking. We've got Paula Da Silva, Jose Mendine, Chef Talk from Toccato. We have Belkis on Sunday. We have Anna DeFerring DJing the entire weekend. There's a little bit for everyone. And to get tickets, you go on seaglassexperience.com, and it'll guide you through the different levels. There's cabanas, there's VIP cabanas, which are almost sold out. But there's plenty of VIP tickets left. And it's just going to be a really great experience.
So we're very philanthropic, and I know that this event has a philanthropic tail to it, which we love. Our friend Andrew Koenig has gotten involved because anything that has to do with cancer and cancer research, he's all about. You, if you're okay sharing with the audience, are a cancer survivor. So this is special meaning to you.
Yes, I was diagnosed with cancer a little bit over 3 years ago, and it kind of shifts everything in your life, and it lets you sit back a little and kind of do an overview of your future, and if there was one, and I'm lucky to say there is. And I was very lucky to go to Mayo Clinic in Minneapolis actually, and got taken care of over there, and it gave me time to kind of say, hey, what do I want to do that I haven't really thought was going to be possible? And Sea Glass was one of those things. I was very lucky to be able to partner up with Mark Cannon and Auto Nation and Drive Pink Initiative and raise awareness and raise funds for Dolphin Cancer Challenge. And it's just been a really amazing partnership with them, and also the Hilton. These two sponsors stepped up to the plate. They believed in the event and they believed in the cause. And cancer makes you kind of look at life a little different.
So how does the give back to the Cancer Society work? Do the portion of the ticket sales go there, or is there a separate donation?
A little bit of everything. All proceeds go to cancer research and awareness for Drive Pink. And we raised some money last Thursday night, thanks to Steve. And it was a real successful evening, and we hope to have many more of those.
Yeah, it was a beautiful event. Anytime you get a chance to go to, Sardelli's, eat and be around some great people, and then, put it in their hearts that giving is really, purposeful. That's why we're here. And I said this then, and I'll say it again now. Most of the great leaders, most of the great entrepreneurs I've been around all share one thing in common, and that's that they have gratitude. They're grateful for what's around them and who's around them. And boy, the city of Fort Lauderdale is just such an amazing place. I'm glad that, for the most part, my kids, grew up here, and we're supporting it. We just opened an office here, and, it just really is amazing. But at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to take care of the people that need taken care of. Mark, why don't you speak to that for a second?
Well, I just a question, like, was the event born out of the Venice magazine where you guys were finding all of these unbelievable people with great stories and spotlighting Fort Lauderdale that you were like, wait a minute, we've got all of this great content that we've created with all of these great people. Right. We've got to find a way to showcase them in one place. Is that kind of how it got started?
A little bit of that. We had a Venice event about 6-7 years ago on Fort Lauderdale Beach, and everyone at the event was telling me, why only do this for just 2 hours? Right. You know, and that kind of seeds planted there. Yeah. And it kind of started getting me thinking. And I put together a great team that worked on South Beach Food and Wine years ago. So I was able to surround myself with people that knew what they were doing, because I had no clue what I was doing.
I'm sure I would love to hear more about that, right? But like, you got into this space of like, okay, I got this idea, we're going to do this. Oh yeah. But good for you for reaching out to people who had done it before and being like, hey, give me some guidance here. What was that like?
Oh yeah, if I was rowing the boat, I'd just go around in circles. So that was the whole key, you know. And we had a vision for it, and most of all, we had passion for it. We believed that we could give Fort Lauderdale an event that would be a signature event for the residents here, and also a destination event. And Lord and behold, I was kind of foolish a little bit to put my cell phone on the website of Sea Glass. And but I've had the best time talking to everyone that's called in the last month or so, from Chicago, from Atlanta, from New York. We're gonna get a really cool crowd this weekend. I'm excited. The weather looks great, and this year we're gonna have tequila. We're having gin, spirits, craft beers. The food's gonna be second to none, and it's well curated for sure.
And Tracy just shared that for anybody who's listening to the Huddle, and I want the Huddle to support this, we'll be out there. We'll have a good time. There's a special 20% off the ticket price, which is very nice and very generous. Mark Nudelberg, you joining me out there on the sand?
Yeah, I think we have to, right? We got to find a way to get out there and walk around a little bit, and especially if the weather's like this, it's cool and sunny. Like, where else would you want to be?
Well, Carlos told me the band on Sunday plays all like 70s and 80s, which we listen to on Sirius all the time. So
Yacht Rock, it's Yacht Rock Review out of Atlanta.
Very cool.
It'll just blow your mind.
That's awesome.
Final words to our audience. Thanks for joining us. You are the ultimate entrepreneur, putting good people around you. But last word, and then we get down to business.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. This is a dream for us, and to see it develop and to see it grow like this, and to see it being, embraced by the city of Fort Lauderdale, it's a big deal for us, and we take that responsibility seriously, and we're working really hard to do something really special this weekend. And I appreciate your time, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you this weekend for the rest of the Huddle. Let's get down to business.
Please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this, so let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this.